A game where you'd say first half, confident, just like going at the team specifically and just kind of like wanting to have a solid performance, and then sort of like, a moment of madness happens.
Yeah.
And now we kind of make it hard for ourselves. But I'd say this is probably the one game where I'd say our attackers looked probably at their best early on. I'd say it wasn't a thing, it didn't like, because usually most of the time Madrid would slowly integrate into games. Players, individuals would kind of need to grow into games. I'd say from the off, our players, our attackers, especially the players that we've had interesting thoughts about, like the Vinnies and the Diaz's, they look pretty good. I don't know what is your start even from when you saw the starting lineup as well.
When I saw the starting lineup
going into the Champions League as well.
What struck out for me was that Vela Rodrigo is telling Xabi Alonso that I'm not gonna play right wing, bro.
But I mean, credit to him, to be fair. Like, he's just kind of like standing on his thing. And as you said, you also like needed that mentality to just kind of be like, yeah, I hear it.
Bro, at least get some minutes, bro, on the right wing. You're definitely better than Brahim Diaz. Come on, bro.
So you think he rather just like, buckle and just kind of say, okay, fine, rather than to actually give it a go?
No, not necessarily.
Or because Vinny's on that side?
Not necessarily buckle, but if Vinny's back on the left wing, play on the right wing, bro, so that you can get into the groove, because your spot at Seleção is like, Ancelotti did say,
it's very compromised, very insecure, and I think this is a World Cup year, so every amount of opportunities to play vital minutes for your club is important. And I don't know, okay, from that point I get you, it is a tough one. It is a tough one.
Back to the game, Danny Carvajal came back to the lineup.
So once again, I think the defense is set, bro. Huijsen, Carreras, I feel like those ones are like short shots. Militao, because of Rudiger's injury, he came in, had an excellent game. Actually, had two.
He had an excellent game. He was threatening from set pieces, and he also kept it clean at the back. Midfield, Denis Ceballos.
Yeah, and I think, what's funny? A year ago, during the early stages of our knockout, like, we were saying that, Denis Ceballos, he started quite well, We were just like, Tony who? Tony who? I'm looking for the Tony Cruz thing. I don't know if you can see it. It's like, man, Tony who? We got Ceballos. Okay.
They got Pedro, but
we got Ceballos, you know what I mean?
And he had a decent game. But he wasn't giving me those are like, I'd say, incisive passes.
Not really.
Cutting passes in lanes. He kept tidy as usual.
Very tidy. Very, very, very.
But now let's get to the forwards. I think Brahim Diaz had a forgettable game in my opinion.
Okay, fair.
But Vinny, Gula, and Mbappe,
they look lively.
Yeah, they look lively.
I think again, a game where you think we should have scored more.
Yeah.
And I think now once again, it seems like Barca and Madrid are going to be playing the GD game. Obviously, depending on how the Clásicos go, but goal difference, I feel like again we're solid. We're winning games, but we're not scoring enough goals. We're not making the most of the opportunities we're creating, and it's unfortunate because again there were a lot of opportunities where we could have really like killed the game quite early on. To the point where even if that red card had happened, we would have been in a very strong position. Because again, I'm thinking Champions League is coming back. You wanna have all of your players, fully fit, the main starters fully fit, so that we can start our campaign on a high note at home. And I'd say for the most part, I was quite happy with the fact that again, Vinny looks like he's sharpening up again. He's kind of he's getting out of his funk. Slowly but surely, he's getting out of his funk and just putting his head down and playing his football. And his connection with Mbappe, I think they were very frustrating in the sense of one moment they look like, okay, they understand what's going on. The next moment, I'm going to take the shot myself. And that's the biggest frustration we had, because we're just saying, I don't know if obviously two big players with massive egos, one wants to be, the A side and the other one wants to be the A side, but both of you are quality players. You both of you playing well bodes well for the team, and if the team does well, you will also do well. And I like the fact that again you can see Vinny saying, okay, Mbappe's in form right now. He's the goal getter. Let me create for him. Let me be able. I will have my moments. I'm still Vinny Jr. at the end of the day, and
I think we mentioned it in the preview. Like, the onus is more on Vinny.
100%. Because he's been here the longest. He's achieved more in Madrid shirt in the time. Mbappe, obviously, he's he's still sort of trying to like build his like his stature at the club.
But honestly, yes, Vinny as the main man has got Champions League and the league double. But bro, I'm looking back at his combination with Benzema. Vinny as the Robin, bro, as the creator.
Okay.
With a player of Mbappe's caliber. Both well.
For
like
him as well.
I feel like
he looks at his best in that way compared to him just out and out. He's not Cristiano. I think he wears the number 7, but we can't expect him to be Cristiano. But we can expect him to be an integral, to be in Cristiano level player in terms of impact.
Primary creator.
Exactly.
Primary creator, not the guy who's finishing Mbappe.
And also the spark, the X factor. I think again, in terms of just like, dribbling 1-on-1, he's still one of the best in the world at that. And you have a player like that in any game, he breaks down the defense.
Yeah.
You really and I think we need that, and we saw a lot of that. And I like the fact that we're slowly getting that now. I think there's a lot of noise in terms of like contractual whatnot. I didn't see that there. I didn't see someone who was thinking about his contract or thinking about the Ballon d'Or. It's someone who just wanted to win the game and play for the team as well. And I'm happy with that. But we have to talk about Kylian Mbappé though.
Kylian Mbappé. I feel
he just seems like he's gold dust now. He's got the Midas touch now. Anything that he does just works. Everything just kind of fits.
Took his goal well.
And he took his goal very well. That's a goal where it's like everything is falling for me.
Yeah.
And all I need is to just kind of be in the right place, and balls are just gonna like are gonna be laid out for me. I just need to be there and do the right thing. And again, the assist as well.
Yeah.
Which I think came at the right time because that was after the red card. And you're just thinking, oh no, is it gonna be? But even after the red card, we still kept a solid defense. Yeah. Which I think again we have said this year we're going to concede a lot less goals. We're going to be a lot more front foot, but not in a reckless way. Yeah. And I think obviously Courtois was needed at certain points.
He was needed.
But
other than that, the penalty came against. I'd say it was unfortunate that Cavani was in that position, handball. But Real Sociedad, they didn't pose much of a threat.
Not really.
Like before the red card. But I feel like they have to thank their keeper.
They do.
A lot. Because Adagula, we know his set piece quality.
Yeah.
And he was always finding Huijsen and Militao. And the keeper always managed to find himself.
That's going to be a very needed asset, especially we don't score a lot of set pieces. This team doesn't score a lot of set pieces. Yeah. So I think when, push comes to shove, we would probably need that. And I think using that to its advantage, him solidifying a spot in the team whilst Jude is out. Obviously, when Jude is back, we don't know how that looks, obviously, but I don't know. Again, especially with like players like Fede Valverde being rested. Yeah, you're happy that you got the result, and the derby is like 2 games away. Yeah. So again, we were saying that if we can have maximum points by then that looks great.
Because Atletico Madrid is a bogey team.
Yeah.
Even though they are not in the best form right now, they just won their first game, which we'll touch on later. But this game, 3 points, 4 wins from 4. I think Xabi Alonso can be happy with the start in LaLiga.
Very, very, very. But other than that, man, I think credit to the team, and hopefully we can see this more. I'd say at a more consistent level with everything kind of working together. Yeah. But credit to the team, massive credit to the team. But yeah, that was just our brief thoughts on the game. Let us know what you guys thought. What are you guys thinking? Are you liking this new style of Madrid? Xabi Alonso, is he convincing you? Let us know what you guys think. But yeah, from us, stay tuned in.
Thank you.